until you said it.
Good. Hello everyone. I have my tournament role here, and today we're going to
Hello.
we're going to validate my ideas for everything Universal. He doesn't know anything about
Hey.
EU.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
You don't know anything about EU, but you'll be a lot of help.
Yeah, I don't really, but I know a lot about other stuff, and of course, the game's about other characters from other media, so of course I'm gonna be help.
Like, you know a lot about the first thing I'm going to talk about, Dollar General.
Exactly.
Uh, I think Dollar General should be added as a map to this game. Uh, the Big Cube has suggested Waffle House. You know why I think Dollar General would be better?
Why, twin?
Because I think Dollar General, you can do more things inside. Like, you can put a bunch of random cardboard boxes, as there always is. But, like, I feel like there can be more variety inside a Dollar General. Because inside a Waffle House, it's a Waffle House.
Yeah, literally all you're gonna have is tables and maybe a counter.
Don't get me wrong, I love Waffle House, and I think, matter of fact, Waffle House worker as a character.
Yes, sir. That'd be pretty tough.
I might have to make a part two to this video, but I think Dollar General would be a good real life map because I don't think we have any like real life maps besides the Coliseum.
I'm not really familiar with the different maps because I've played the game like twice, and I also don't really pay that much attention. But I think it's still a tough idea.
Now this next one you're actually gonna be a lot of help. The Geometry Dash Cube.
Yes,
Baller.
sir. I know all about this.
Alright, listen. So my idea for the base move set is
I'm
every
not gonna
different.
help until later, just so y'all know.
Well, no, I think your input can still be valid on this base move set.
All
Okay.
right. Head then.
So every base kit move, he switches to a different form. Like, I have an idea for that spiked ball he can become.
Oh yeah.
So there's a move in the game called Sonic Spin Dash. Hold on, I'm gonna screen share to you real quick.
So I've also got an idea. Maybe like evade or something. You know, like the dash orb, like when you get like the little fire around you and you like stay floating. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I do.
Imagine like imagine it was something like it did that whenever you evaded or something, or some kind of movement type thing with that. You know what I mean?
Well, that could be interesting. Hold on. I want to show you like my idea for one of the base kit moves. So hold on, are you
I mean,
watching my screen share?
yeah,
Okay, listen. So Sonic has a move called his Spin Dash, where he charges up and he spins towards you, and it does a bunch of damage. So I was
yeah.
thinking instead of it being that fast, what if it was slower, but you had more control over it? Because like in Geometry Dash, he's not moving this fast when he every time he goes into orb.
Even if you go through a speed portal, even the fastest one is not that fast.
Yeah, and like Geometry Dash Cube isn't Sonic. So
Yeah.
my idea was it's slower, but you have more control, so you could like turn around and hit someone if they like dodged your first roll or something. So it would
Actually makes sense.
and it would have a lot of knockback, but it could combo into the second move where it does wave. And hear me out. Uh,
Ooh,
so you so like hold on, let me show you something.
wave's good because I feel like I know where you're going with this because wave is like sharp like an arrow.
Yeah, so wave can be good for two reasons. One, if you like pressed it and then pressed it a bunch of times, maybe you could do like a big combo with a lot of damage. But say,
And make it go straight. Make it go like something where it'd go like straight if you like spam. Because you see, I know y'all have all seen those videos of those people that just spam click and they make the wave go in a straight line. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But say like you're getting pressured as Geometry Dash Cube, and you don't have your evade. Hear me out, right? You click wave, but instead of spamming, you click it once, and it just sends you up. Because if you don't do anything as wave, you just go up. Thoughts?
That's pretty good. Or the sending up thing could be robot. You know the little guy with
Ooh.
like the rockets. Because
Oh.
his big thing is like being able to jump higher than like the cube or anything else.
That's an that's a good idea. I did have an idea just for basic cube. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
you got something for him.
Just the normal jump, but wherever he lands, it does like a little shockwave and a little burst of damage. I was thinking like 20 damage.
That's like a classic move. Everybody's seen something like that.
So like, for example, right? Say Geometry Dash is doing a cube. He has you in an M1. After the end of the M1s, he could click his jump, and it wouldn't be that big, obviously, but it'd like jump once and hit them, and he could continue the combo.
And you could do more damage if you land on them.
Yeah, yeah, that's the idea.
So
So,
like what would his awakening be?
ooh, I've got two ideas for this, but
Because I
so,
know what you said. Like, I know what you said about the ult with like club step and stuff.
all right, hold on, wait, no, I picked the wrong character. I need to show you something on screen share first. So, if you take,
If you I've got another good idea since in the game you're constantly moving, but in this you can like you're not constantly moving to like the right or left or whatever. There
right,
is a platform mode, so like for some like awakening or whatever,
I
if
mean,
you wanted to have
we've only
if you
discussed three base kit moves, so we do have another room for like a base kit move.
I was thinking like some kind of move. I don't really know, but if you wanted to incorporate the ship mode in like the platformers, right?
Yeah,
In that, if you go through a ship portal, it doesn't make you a ship, but it puts you in like a reskin where it's like a little jetpack thing. So you're like sitting in it, but like the thruster is like pointing down instead of behind you
mm,
because you can move like side to side and stuff. So that'd be like if you wanted to do something with the ship mode in this in EU, you could do like the jetpack instead.
okay, okay, done. Hold on, I need to show you something real quick. But that's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me grab Superman real quick. So you see, when I pop Superman Awakening,
Hmm.
uh, you're gonna notice something about his move set, and this is relevant to Geometry Dash Cube. So you see that fourth skill, Multiversal Punch.
Yeah.
You see how it's like a rainbow.
Hmm.
All of Superman's other moves don't one shot, but he's got the rainbow move that insta kills anything it touches.
Right.
Uh, so I was thinking for Geometry Dash Cube, he has two rainbows. First, Club Step appears on your screen. You get 5 attempts to beat Club Step. If you don't, you die. You lose a stock.
The entirety of Club Step or just like part of it?
The whole level.
Dang, that takes a while.
But nobody can attack during when Club Step is playing. So Geometry Dash Cube can attack, and the other person can attack, and Awakening bars are on pause. Like they got 5 attempts to beat Club Step. Now my other idea, the other rainbow
Actually,
move.
good. That's a good way to balance it because like you don't want to not being too able to attack while they beat it.
Yeah, and like an Awakening that can only take one stock isn't really worth it. But I don't want to make Club Step take multiple stocks. That doesn't seem very fair. So you see all these tiles on the ground,
Yeah.
like these squares I'm standing in.
Ooh, I think I know what you're gonna do.
So the second rainbow move, uh, every square has a random chance to spawn a spike, and
That's tough.
and this can kill Geometry Dash Cube or the other player, and the spikes stay for an extended period of time. And if you touch a spike, you lose a stock instantly. So it you can kill yourself with it, and you could like waste your awakening, or you could win the game instantly because they're not paying attention to spikes or something. Like say a Sonic is trying to spin dash at you, he touches a spike, he's dead. This would be an insane awakening in free for all. This would make free for all so fun.
I got quick thing I want to show you. Are you able to open Discord?
Yes, I can. It will be on the video
So
though.
you know the cube has no hands or anything, right?
Right?
So that's like it would look kind of weird sometimes for his attacks. I've got a solution. So in the game, like how you can the level creator, bless you. You know
Yes.
the level creator?
Yeah.
Well, like you got like different tabs of like decorations and stuff, and this is one of them. Just this little row here. These hands
Mmm.
could be used. So like when he does the spike move, he like lifts his hand up in the air and it makes random spikes pop up.
Mmm.
And it just like it helps a lot to make him more interesting than just like moving around with no hands or anything.
Yeah. Um. For the rest of the awakening, I thought of just like a stronger version of the wave move we talked about in his base kit, where you can either spam it and do a lot of damage, or just click it and try to get away, or make some
Yeah.
space. I thought of I thought about doing like a stronger version of that for the awakening, because if you ever seen like one of those hard wave levels, like they can get some crazy stuff happening.
Tidal wave.
True. And then what what could a fourth move be in the awakening? Like it can't be too strong, but like what's another thing that he could do?
Um, kind of want to do something with. Kind of want to do something with Spider game mode.
I thought about Spider. But
Like, okay, I, or I can like give you like a kind of rundown of how it could work. So you know how um like the spider like you can teleport to the ceiling and back down to the ground, like that's its main thing.
yeah,
What if instead of just going to because there's no ceiling on the map,
right.
instead of doing that, it like like if you press your move, it charges for a second and then it teleports you over to the person and does some damage. It's not like an overpowered move because you
Hold
don't want
on.
it to be
I actually,
unbalanced.
I actually have an idea. If we're talking about just the awakening, I have a move that this could work with.
Yeah.
Hold on. Look at my screen real quick. So like, are you saying Spider could work something like this?
Yeah, sort of.
Like he teleports behind them and does some damage? Because that's not like
Yeah.
a crazy amount of damage, and this is
Yeah.
literally a different move in the game.
It doesn't have to be like behind, like just it just teleports to them, like on their head or something, just on them, and like the impact just like does some damage,
What
if you
could
know
be
what I mean.
cool if it's like once you click the move, it does the spider animation in a like really fast, and it's acting like you're spamming, and it just like moves in a straight line, and it does some damage. That could be interesting.
Yeah, I
There's
wish there was a way we could do like swing copter, but there's not much you could really do with that.
like Geometry Dash is a hard character to add to a fighting game, but I think it's not impossible.
No, no, like well, I wouldn't say it's that hard. It's hard to get like all the game modes in though. Like it's like there's nothing you can really do with swing copter, and there's not really anything you can do with UFO either. But I'd say like jetpack and ball and robot and spider are pretty doable, and wave are pretty doable.
Yeah, I like the ball and wave ideas. Definitely
Yeah,
not just
ball and
because I
wave.
made them.
Ball and wave works really good because of their design. like the wave being sharp and the ball having like spikes on it.
all
That's like,
basically already being in the game.
mhm,
So
yeah, that makes it like a lot easier. And how would you want to do like like if we were to do a jetpack thing? How would you want to do that?
jetpack's an interesting one. I do have an idea.
Hmm.
Remember how I said in like in when in wave you could either spam it and do a lot of damage or like use it once and try to get away.
Yeah.
What if jetpack was like the opposite of that, where like the higher up you go, the faster you fall and more damage you do?
Hmm.
So like you could go in a jetpack, hold it down, fly up like pretty high in the air, and then drop down and deal damage. But it's like a double-edged sword because you don't know like how much time you want to give them to react and how much damage you want.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you. There's jetpack.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm thinking about the same thing. I might be thinking about jumper actually.
Yeah. But see, like that. That like is kind of similar to the ship, but you see how it's designed to go just like straight up whichever direction you're going instead of like forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I think that could work.
Yeah. Since like since you're not confined to going one direction in the EU, that'd work a lot better than using ship. Because don't you like have a dash ability kind of like you
Hold on, I'll show you.
dash forward?
Like watch. Every time I press Q,
Yeah.
there's like a
So like
little
I was gonna say,
dash.
like if you were to do a move, if there was like a special move for him like that, you could do something with the ship. But that's already like a base move for any character, so it's not. That's kind of hard
Yeah.
to do. So jetpack works a lot better.
Uh, this next one I know you're not gonna know a lot about, but I value your opinion as a person.
Yeah, I can let you know if it sounds good or not. That's about it.
If it sounds too strong.
Yeah.
So I know you haven't watched Huntic.
Mhm.
Huntic Secret and Seekers is an Italian-based cartoon. My fault. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Hold on. I think Huntic released in 2009. Yeah.
Dang.
So, an Italian-based cartoon from 2009. And you know how like in every other like monster catching media, um the main character doesn't really fight like the creatures fight. Like in Pokemon, you're not going to see Ash Ketchum try to box every episode. Like he can, but he doesn't try to do it every episode. You know what I'm talking about?
It'd be pretty tough if he did.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Huntic, like half of the fighting is between the humans.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna get like obliterated by copyright for showing this. Hold on. Huntic Lock versus Razumon. I don't know if I spelled that right. Okay, I okay. There's a scene in Huntic where like Locke finds out that one of the main villains did something. He uses an ability to create a bunch of dark smoke and just starts wailing on the dude. Like he just socks him in the mouth. So the way Huntic works, like if you bond with one of the creatures, you get powers too. It's not like a one-way street.
Right.
So every single move that I've created for Locke is something he can do in the show and has done. And I didn't want to make it to like a Pokemon thing where all of his moves is just summoning a creature. I could have went that route, but I thought OMAT's not going to add a bunch of AI models for all these different characters that a Locke summons because like they're varied in design. Hold on.
Right.
Like instead of making him make a bunch of separate models, it's just one dude. that can fight. Hold on.
I like this idea so far.
Like, Locke can summon this dude to fight for him, but he don't have to. So, my first idea is touch ram. I think it, I can actually just use the wiki for a lot of these. Shout out wiki. Touch ram. It's like a green lightning bolt. You can see like right here.
Oh, that's tough.
And I kind of want to base this on Mickey from his base kit. Hold on. Mickey has a move where he just throws a pie. It does 30 damage and it block breaks. I think Touch Ram could be like a lightning version of this. Like it's a range move and it block breaks.
Yeah.
And then what else did I make? Spider Touch. Hold on. This one's fun. So you can see it like shoots like a web out of his fingers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a scene where he like shoots out a web from his fingertips and he like wraps around a dude's leg and like they can't move.
Right.
I was thinking like a same thing for that, and it's like a combo starter where it's like a short range grab and it stuns.
Yeah.
There is another example I have of how this move could work. And like it wouldn't do a lot of damage, but it would enable combos. Hold on. First thing I thought of is Spider-Man. So he's got these webs, and you see how that guy's webbed up? He can't move.
Yeah.
It worked like that. My original idea was Hyper Stride. It was just a jump where he did it block braked where Locke landed, but in season 2, Locke fuses with one of his flying titans to fly. And
That's cool.
yeah, and I thought that could just replace Hyperstride, and you wouldn't be making an AI to fight with Locke. It would just be like a design change for Locke.
Yeah.
So he would fly at them. When I wrote this, I thought blockable, but I thought maybe it would block break, but you could perfect block it. Like there's a few moves where you can just perfect block, and it's hard to do, but it rewards you. And I thought that would work. And then the final move in the base kit is Bolt Flare, which is basically just an orange fireball. Hold on. Yeah, he just summons like a yellow fireball in his hand. And I thought that would do damage.
Yeah.
So when I made this base kit in mind, I thought every character at base had 290 HP. It's 225, so if you land Kipperin, the move where he fuses with Kipperin, and then went full combo and up tilted between every M1 end, this would do 291 damage with the numbers that I have in stone. But to be fair, this relies on them not perfect blocking, and them not having evade, and Locke having all of his cooldowns, and landing every up tilt.
Oh my gosh.
So like, it's kind of like Dante. Dante,
Yeah.
I think I've told you this before, but he's one of those characters where it's like, if Locke or if Dante catches you with this move, and you don't have evade, you are going to die.
Yeah.
But you could make it to where he just doesn't catch you. Like if you play super well, you can make it to where he doesn't catch you. It's a skill check. It's a low elo demon. If you suck at the game, you're going to lose. But if you don't suck, you'll be fine.
Right.
But another thing about Dante is he's also just really strong generally. Like his awakening is really strong. But Dante kind of struggles in the neutral game because he doesn't have many good engage options. So I kind of made Locke as like a middle ground between Dante and Mickey. Uh,
Right.
Locke has a lot of block breakers, and he has good combos like Dante, but
Hmm.
and he has a better neutral game than Dante, but he has a worse ultimate than Dante. I'll get into the ultimate in a second.
All right.
Um, so I thought he could be like a middle ground between, like a fusion between um, Mickey and and Dante, where like bad ultimate but great combos, good neutral game.
Yeah.
Hold on. So if I go to Ben real quick, every time Ben transforms, there's a little shockwave that goes out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like you see that little shockwave
Hmm.
that's like a stun, and that's how Ben does like an infinite combo. Hold on. Like he can he can detransform during that, then retransform and infinite. So I thought a small little stun like that for a move called Blade Call. This is
Yeah.
something Locke does in the show where he can just summon a sword. Uh, yeah, like right here, he just summons a sword, and I thought it would do a small little stun like Ben, and it would double his M1 damage.
Yeah.
The move itself does no damage, but for an extended period of time, Locke does double damage with his M1s because he's hitting you with a sword. He's not punching you.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And the second move was Dark Fog, and that's the move I was talking about where he hits Razumov and he just starts beating the life out of him. Like he literally just shoots smoke out of his hands so his friends can't see him and just goes to town on Razumov.
Dang.
And I thought it would be like that where there's a dark smoke where the other people can't see but you can see.
Yeah.
And then Overslam, he just tackles you. He's done that many times.
Hmm.
And then Pendragon. Now this is probably my favorite move. Uh, you see this?
Yeah.
So instead of making like a whole separate AI for Pendragon, he just appears behind Locke as this big model, shoots down one blue fire breath, and disappears.
I like that.
So like Pendragon does a lot of damage, but I imagine it'd have a long cooldown. And then
Yeah.
so you may have noticed two of these awakening moves do zero damage. Dark Fog is just like like a in how do you say that, inhibitance. Uh,
Hmm.
it's like a restriction for the other person. They can't see in the Dark Fog. Blade Call
Yeah.
doubles his damage.
Hmm.
Excuse me. Overslam would be like a combo starter to take to take advantage of that double M1, and then
Yeah.
Pendragon would just do a bunch of damage. I haven't set on numbers for the Awakening,
Yeah.
but do you think this is balanced?
I do. I think it is.
Because like just to give you an example of other Awakenings,
Hmm.
this is an extreme example. This is one of the strongest Awakenings in the game. But watch this, bro. When Dante drops down and pops his Awakening,
Oh my gosh.
he has Double Ray Full Sync. This move hits the entire screen and can one shot from full HP. It does over 220 damage. Dante can pop it twice.
Holy crap, bro.
So I like Dante and Locke might be comparable in their base kits, but I made
Mhm.
Locke's awakening weaker to
Yeah.
justify Locke as like a B tier character. Cause I know Omet isn't gonna make a character overpowered, if nobody knows the character.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
I'm the only person asking for Locke Lambert. I know that.
Yeah.
But he'd be a cool character to like get other people to know who he is. And I tried to balance him to where he wouldn't be like a demon.
Yeah. I like that concept.
So, uh, those are the three I. Oh, I also have one more, but this one's gonna be brief. This one's I haven't even like made anything for this yet. But do you know who Denji from Chainsaw Man is? Hold
Um, I might.
hold on. I'll show you a picture real quick. This dude.
Oh yeah.
So I haven't made a move set yet, but I've noticed that we don't have a character with lifesteal,
Mm-hmm.
and Denji he can regenerate if he drinks blood.
Right.
So like I thought as Denji you would have like high damage combos and regenerate as you're doing damage, but maybe he would have like a lower base HP than other characters.
Yeah.
Because that's not impossible. Like Vader and Atom Smasher have like 250 and 275 when most characters have
Right.
225.
Mm-hmm.
So I think someone with with less HP but like regeneration as they do damage would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I haven't made a move set for him yet, but I just like him. I think he's neat.
Yeah.
So just as a parting thought, who do you think is stronger between Geometry Dash Cube and Locke from the concepts that I made? We made.
Um, probably Locke, I'd say.
You'd think Locke is stronger than GD Cube?
Probably.
I think GD Cube has a better awakening. Making someone play club step is also one of the funniest ideas I've ever had.
Awakening wise, yeah, for sure.
Cause like I think Locke could be annoying. Like imagine you're in a 12-person free for all, someone pops Locke Awakening and makes everyone blind.
Yeah.
But then imagine you're in a 12-person free for all and the floor is a Geometry Dash level.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
I think I'd have to settle on like GD's Geometry Dash Cube's damage numbers in his base form to determine. Because like I don't have any numbers for GD Cube yet. I do have numbers for Locke.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those concepts. Those are good.
Thank you, Twin. I appreciate it. You are so goated, Twin. Hold on, let me just. Now with a video explaining my thoughts, maybe Overlord Omat will listen to me and we'll get one of these characters in the game. Or Dollar
I hope
General as a map.
Hopefully, that is what happens.
Thank you, Twin.
You're welcome.